something hit your head and that bump?
Oh, that hurt so
That
bad.
shit hurt.
Yeah. I know the pain. I just felt it again. The pain of the little button on the hat when you get hit on it.
Oh, it's the worst.
You can feel it, right? I just had ghost pains of it. Fucking A.
Goodness. Get here early or you miss a lot, boys. That's some fresh from the rehearsal room. August on Sunday. Writing session energy right there. That is a brand new tune. That's not even done being created. So hype about it that we had to catch a version of it on the phone. That's recorded with my cell phone. we were in a rehearsal studio that when we got there, we realized a vital piece of a business was missing. No cymbals on the drums because the place changed their policy and decided we no longer need cymbals. BYOC. So we made the most of it and rocked as best we could. And that came out of it. I had that riff going in, and the boys just went nuts. And we fucking put it together right there on the spot. I've since written out some official lyrics, and Robbie got the chorus. So that's going to be a song called Bad Actors. So if that ends up making its way to a record or, just being a staple of the live show, and you were here for the beginning of this stream, that's probably the only time I'll ever play that. You heard something special right there. That's literally the birth of a song. That's us working it out. Yeah, I'm hype about it. I wish we could get in the room today to finish knocking it out. But one step at a time, I suppose. With that, y'all remember this video game? Y'all remember this? We was playing this in 2023. You remember this? I don't remember nothing about this. I can't tell you one thing that ever happened in this game. I didn't go back. I didn't watch a recap video. I didn't rewatch the old footage. Nope. I just decided today we going back. This is what I was playing before we started the Yakuza Marathon. Remember the Yakuza? Remember the Yakuza Marathon? We was doing the Yakuza. Remember the Yakuza games? Shit. Fuck it. Now we jumping back into this. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to tell you. Let's just play some video games. Boom. They got the date? No, it loads right in. Oh, why am I not hearing sound? Oh, I know why. Because I took it out of my headphones. I know why. I go like this. No, I go like this. Yes. Oh, también. Oh, this guy. Okay.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi, you there! But don't just pass me by. You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing.
See.
Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Let's go.
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see.
Oh.
They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero
You about
to
to get
us
our bird?
locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Got you, Papa. Prioritize quest. Let's go. I got you, Papa. We're gonna go get this right now. I don't remember how to play this game. I don't remember any of the buttons. All right. Okay, square brings up like. Ooh, we about to. Okay. Oh, right, I gotta set the Dark Souls buttons. Okay, I remember that much. Is that like taking up MP or something? No. Let's see what MP are. Okay.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
We'll figure it out. Oh, right. I remember there was like a phase shift kind of thing. Right? How do we change that? That's what we're trying. Okay. Yeah, we here. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. How hard could it be? I remember I was when I was flowing with this game, I was hitting a lot of buttons. So we'll see. Run. Circle run. Nope. Hold X to run. Nope. Clicking the left stick to run. L1, R1, R2. No, L2. That's the dash, right? The dash move. Yes, I remember the dash move. Okay, let's go. We have to figure it out. Low stakes side quest, the best way to figure it out.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds.
Oh, we about to get our
Looks
own
like they
bird?
went that way.
Is this gonna be our bird? Oh shit, let me find out. Okay, shit like this though, like I love. Alright, let me get into a fight. What's up, Baba?
Get him.
Let's go. It's like no time has passed. You got charge attacks in this? I'm on charge attacks right now.
Over here.
We back. What's lock on? There, and I know what lock on is. Let's go, B. We back. It's like we never left. No problem. Easy, bro. It's an easy game. Baby game for babies, this game. This right
These
here.
chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
I hear what sounds like a beast.
They're in trouble.
¿Dónde? ¿Aquí?
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Let's go, B. Messing
Why
with
is
the
that,
lark
eh?
birds.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, boys. Right. It's the two attack buttons. Let's go, Torgal, baby. New enemies approach. What's that supposed to mean to me? Oh, how do I pop that special move? Aha. Sticks. Got it. Right. So you can use your specials for each attack type. Yes, I remember now. Yes, I'm remembering.
No good.
Got him. Ooh, let's go. Cold off the bench. Cold off the bench. Still handle business. That's a lot of button presses, though.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
That's our baby. Let's go.
Ambrosia.
Aw. I'm weak to this right now. I'm weak to this. I got Mazzy on my lap.
It's you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! He isn't over! I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are.
Aw. Stop.
A bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Stop.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Let's go, boys. What a way to come back to the game. Endearing as fuck.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Sweet. Oh, at least they put homegirl on the chocobo. That's cool. Let's go. All right. How do I heal? Oh, there's potions. Oh, fuck. All right. Y'all have to give me a little bit of patience is required. I gotta like kind of reacclimate myself with everything that this game is because I haven't played this in a long time. How do I see quests? Journal. Okay. Completed quest, main scenario progress. Okay, so all I have right now is this, the Gathering Storm. Okay, cool. Map is where that's the world map. I'm there and I need to go there. Okay. Right, that's, yeah, the hideaway is where the quest marker is. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that just yet. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Right, potions we can buy, and I think there's also a way that you get some. Okay. Oh, we can change our sets. Oh, that's been added to the game. Okay, cool. That's cool. I remember what this all is. So basically, I could have different moves set up at preloaded and swap. Oh my God, Mazzy, Jesus Lord, Mazzy, you okay? She just failed to leave. Mazzy, you all right? Oh my, hold on 1 second. Maz. Oh, let me go make sure she's okay. Homegirl just tried to jump from my lap to the desk and completely ate shit. 1 second. I love that cat. She's a little loca sometimes. Gotta go back later and see if that was on camera. Jesus, she just ate shit. She just fucking dive bombed directly into the floor. I think she was like too sleepy. She was dead ass asleep and then tried to make a leap. All right. So let's try to get back to that town we were just at, right? It was like over here.
We're not alone.
That's fine. Just grabbing stuff on the. Oh, I see. It's linear. All right. Not into that at all. This way. You gotta go through like the zones, right? And then this way, and then no, yeah, I just want to like go into the town, see if I can buy some potions. I want to keep myself well stocked because I'm reacclimating to the game. So while I'm not entirely confident, I want to keep myself well stocked.
No need to ride from here.
And then she just disappears. Alright, that's cool. Vendor.
Try not to move. It'll only make it worse.
Right. I remember this town got smoked. I remember that. Okay, what happens when I go here? These are just waypoints for teleportation. That's what that is. This is right here. Interactable. Okay. Mini map, local map, pad. Okay. Shop. Market. Marker. There's no. I kind of like this minimalist HUD situation.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison.
I'll take that. I'll mark it on the map and travel to it myself.
What are you after?
I don't have this bastard sword. I don't know if I need to buy every weapon though. See, I'm out the loop of this game. I don't remember how all that works. Alright, we're just gonna act like it doesn't matter. Right, and for some reason music costs $1 trillion. Yes, I'm remembering this now. Okay. Yeah, I want potions. Can I have like...
There you go.
Yep.
Thanks very much.
Cool. Elixirs are mad expensive. Okay, I'll stay off them elixirs. Okay.
Much obliged. There you go.
Cool.
Much obliged. There you go.
Bet. All right.
Very
well
well.
stocked. That's all I wanted. Bet. Oh, pet a dog. Pet a doggy. Pet a doggy.
After it.
We love the dog. We love the dog. They're always loving the dogs in Shelbyville. Let's go. All right. Then, okay, I think we can just do world map, right? Which is L2. Boom, boom. Seems like they even improved the load times a little since the last time I played. I remember that map taking a while to pop up. Okay, nearby activities. Yes. Shows you. Look, I'm remembering. Who says I can't remember? Nothing nearby. Right? Nothing. That shows you if there's side quests on the board. Right. Yes. Okay. So let's go to the hideaway. Push it.
Now, where's Gav?
Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. Music's really good. Holy shit.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Yeah, I hear that too.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born, an erstwhile home in
Oh, your boss is tired.
Now in his path fell shades abide. Pray let them not impede his stride.
Tired ass bars.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Come on.
Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Don't worry about it, Clive.
It's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Been waiting for that. Wow, I was like one stream away from this game opening up. Kind of wish I had done one more. This is how you make money. inspiring nameless benefactors to donate money. Visit Desiree. Now level and accept donations available. Okay, cool. Let's go. We're gonna dive head first into that.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Now that this isn't the only game on the board, obviously coming back after months of not playing it, I am more inclined to like dive all the way in on the side stuff because it doesn't matter if we don't progress that much because there's other games that'll be progressing.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Back, are ya? What's Sancfordian, do you?
What am I wearing? What's my gear currently? None of this shit.
That it?
Yeah, that's
Fine.
Alright, I wanna talk to I wanna find this board. That's what I wanna find. What's
Come
up,
along
bro?
now, Martel. You'll try your apples soon enough. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Alright, let's do it.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
It's not the ether.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Exclaimed Blackthorn.
like Jill. I like Jill a lot, actually. She's a lady character with a personality. Cool. Memories from the journey. I can dig that. Alright, I think we need to go out this way either way. Oh, no. I'm remembering. I'll piece it all together. First episode back's gonna be a little bit of just getting the feet wet. Remembering the vibes of the game. Gonna say it right now. My favorite thing about this console generation: lighting.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
These more dynamic shadows. I like them. Makes me feel like I'm in a place.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Them old apples were enough to curdle your gut. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
I'll have to pay the boys down in the backyard a visit to tell them thanks.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for
dialogue in
long.
this game. I like the
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
It's conversational,
Planning on
man.
keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share.
Where's Sid now? I forgot.
and,
I'm like, why are they all calling him Sid?
Give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
I remember.
That was the last of the apples. I should...
Ah. They added this. I see. Okay.
To the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll finish that up. I actually like that. I like that. It's completely skippable and disableable. Or
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think? Just look at her. Isn't Martell in fine fettle? And what about young Bohemil here? He's got some work to do if he wants to catch up with his brother Kenneth.
Like that guy.
Think it's all right to touch him?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That broom's as ragged as...
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today?
Right. Yeah. Which is actually really cool.
Here's the latest information I have. I have the details here. Study it well, Clive.
Cool. So these are our recaps.
Very good.
I'm not going to list them right now, but good to know that.
So Martha's all right.
Yep. Others weren't so lucky, though.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Business is busy. Still, words are immortal. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Cool.
All yours. Here you are.
Cool.
Come again. I may have more for you. How may I help you today, Clive? I'll be here waiting.
Clive. Oh, same old. So, oh. And Sid. But he's still with us too. Quick look. Always something in there.
Except for right now when there was actually nothing. Last save. 12/6/2023. Damn. Holy shit. So almost half a year. January, February, March, April, May. Oh no, 5 months. 5 months. Almost 5 months to the day though. Crazy.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. But with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try. I don't think so.
Clearview. Oh man. Oh, it's like this. Clearview and San Bernique. And the Broken Hills in Rosaria. Okay, so Clearview and San Bernique. Let's knock it down. Apparently I already got this one. That's cool. Okay, let's check it out. World map. Oh, except I can't go anywhere but where we're supposed to. Damn it. Marks available in region. Can I check that? No. Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna like kind of work me there, since it doesn't seem like I can do anything else. We're at an hour. All right, let me throw up the BRB real quick. Use the bathroom, tighten up the beverage, eat a little food. Quick lunch. And then I'll dig deeper into this. BRB. 5-10 minutes tops. Ba-boom. 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 Ba-ba-ba-bow-bow-bow-bow-bow-bow. Back to business.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay, let's get the, how do I get that mark off the map? Because I don't want to keep looking at it. Yeah, there we go. I will pet that pup 1,000 times. 8,000 pets for the pup.
Company.
This one. Attack. Sickle. This one. Get him. Sickle. Attack. Brutal. Get him. So get him. This one. Attack. Get him.
cool. We go loop ski back around to where we started. Alright, nothing down there. Is there not a sprint button? Oh, it's just run for a while. Got it.
Go, kill! All yours, Torgal. Sickle. This one. Get him. Sickle. Over here. This one. Get him. This one. It's over. Over here. Get up. Over. Stay down.
Make it look easy.
Get him. Go. Over here. Give me thunder.
Alright, let's just go collect our goodies. I must admit, this game feels a little weird to go back to after all the Elysian Chronicles I've been playing. That game is so like pick up where Suikoden 2 left off on the PS1. That it feels weird to even class this as an RPG right now. I'm like, this is an action game. This is not an RPG at all. It's like a narrative-driven action game. This is, yeah. I mean, it's fun. You know, I'm having a good time with it, but it's not. It's man. Like, it's an RPG in the sense of that every fucking video game is an RPG, because RPG it's a stupid genre name. It stands for role-playing game. You're playing a role in every video game you play. It's not you inside the virtual matrix. finish this fucker off.
No mistakes.
This one. All yours, over here.
I'll be fine now.
Go for it. Wobble, kill. Over here.
Got him. Let's keep it moving. Is there a meter on that? Or is this a charge attack? It's just a charge attack. Cool.
Company.
Go for it. Get him. Go for it. And another. Get him.
Alright, cool. Finna get a level up soon.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you!
Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new
Love
dawn.
their look, man. I love the armor designs
It
in this
would be
game.
a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Welcome, stranger. Much obliged. There you are. You won't be disappointed.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed their gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on.
Let me
Two more left
lap
to join
around
the
the
garrison
town,
this
make sure
very
there's no
moment.
chests.
At this rate, there'll be none left to help with the harvest.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. This one. Get him.
Let's go, boys. Give me that. I'll take it every time. I will take it every time.
More of my mother's men. Get him. This one. Over here. Get him. This one. Now, Togo! Togo, kill! This one.
I'm trying to think of what thing this specifically reminds me of. Like it's got this when to activate different levels of meters. To like maximize damage thing. Like, I mean, the obvious comparison is something like Devil May Cry, but this is not really that. It's not quite that. It's like, I don't know. There was a game. I'm thinking of a game.
Alright.
Where like there's a lot of ability to exploit max damage. Triggered the right attacks at the right times, at the right meters. Like it was like this, where there's like a lot of different like charges and subcharges and things you can like release at different times. It's cool. I dig it. I don't know how Final Fantasy it feels, you know, but which is weird to say because I'm on the books as loving 15, right? But 15 didn't have this fantasy setting. So it's almost like the combat system almost feels too modern. I don't know if modern's the right word, but like it's almost at odds with the fantasy setting in a weird way.
Over here.
But like I said, I'm probably feeling that because I've been playing a lot of Alien Chronicles, which is just back to like total turn-based, like we never left the PlayStation 1 energy. And I'm like, man, there's really nothing wrong with that. You know?
This one.
It's sort of how like with the Yakuza games, right? As much as I love the new turn-based direction that it went with the Ichiban games, there's always room in my heart for that classic Kiryu action. And this feels the same thing in reverse, where it's like, I appreciate what this game is doing. Combat's a lot of fun. And so far, the story is really cool and interesting. I like the characters a lot. I like the voice acting. I like the presentation. But it's like, I almost feel like this story would be better served in the classic turn-based vibes. Well, we'll see. Like, I've got this great companion character, right, who I never really even see on the battlefield because I'm zipping all over, putting swords in people's necks. And it's like, while that's fun, I'm just like, there's a lot of drama in this story. I feel like we could be doing more set piece battles. Like, this is my first actual fight with some Black Shield dudes. Gravitas would go a long way, you know? And again, which is not to say the combat itself isn't fun. Oh, what did we just get? Yeah, let's go. The combat is extremely fun. For something that looks very like chaotic, you have a lot more agency on what you're choosing to do in this than 15 did. But I like the combat in 15 also. That one felt a little more autopilot, whereas this is like you have to actually press button. Even if it might be illusory, they might not be as different as they feel. It might just be they put more things behind button presses in this one. Like you have to press a button to go into the other mode. But that's enough. Keeps it feeling free flow, but also like you have control over what you're choosing to do.
This one.
It's funny though. As cool as these more action-oriented Final Fantasies are, I still like the way Crisis Core did it better. I still feel like Crisis Core had a really cool mix of like feeling action-y, but also still having the menu elements that I don't think needs to be completely abandoned. Oh, we can go go across and then over. Quest destination nearby, but I want to get that key. I want the goodies. Ooh, wait. This is not. Is it another way? Don't let the sky hook. Just a mission.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that.
Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
I did bear my steel.
Why then?
What
we
of
owe
it?
you our
Yes,
thanks.
Baba.
You
Yes.
have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Uh-huh.
Say that again.
I'll show you
I hit him with the scorpion. Get over here, which, as we know, can only improve any video game. See, like, this combat system is rad. There's no denying how rad this is. It's just different. It's just very action. It's very, like, not... Again, I'm getting my RPG fix so hardcore from Lydian Chronicles. And also, the other joint. The Chrono Trigger joint. I can't believe the name is not in my head right now. What the hell's the name of that fucking game? I gotta hit Steam. I can't not know that. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'm like, Starfield is not Starfield. Obviously, that's a very different game. Some with S. Sea of Stars. Thank you. There's my brain. Yeah, so I've been playing Sea of Stars and Eludian Chronicles. And those are games that are... And Sea of Stars even, I feel like, Eludian Chronicles is very much like going back completely. Like, updated visuals, but the game is very old school. Like, limited inventory. Like, it's set up just like Suikoden 2. And it's great. And it's Suikoden 2 with really dope voice acting. So that's its modernization, is that like it updated the visuals and it updated the voice acting, and it's pure, and I'm loving it. Sea of Stars has a little bit more modern flourishes, and you can tell has been influenced by games that have come after Chrono Trigger. It just lands very much in a Chrono Trigger aesthetic, and I'm enjoying that too. And both of those games, playing both of those games in the modern day context, while having their old school mechanics and old school inspirations, and like just a clear heart on the sleeve love for old school turn-based RPGs, is like it's hitting me in a way that's like, we need more of this. Like this genre needs to be embraced and revived the way other genres have been embraced and revived across the board. Like, and I should probably play Persona, because I was going to say, well, we need like a big budget turn-based RPG, right? Like Dragon Quest 11 kind of had that going. Felt like a big budget Dragon Quest game. Like, I just feel like that turn-based shit has value and should not be written off. There's room for action. Love action. Loving the combat in this. I'm loving everything about this game except the map design. I'm not loving the map design. I'm not loving the towns. I'm not loving that there's not interiors. I'm not loving a lot of things about the map design. I'm not loving that you have to pick places on a map and go from place to place. It's not serving the story that well. But I am loving the characters. The actual plot is a lot of fun. The combat's a lot of fun. It just feels weird because it's like it's got this numbered Final Fantasy tag on it. And it's like not as out there as previous entries in terms of getting away from the setting. It's like back to the fantasy setting, which I thought would help. But it's actually kind of, especially like I said, playing these types of games now, it's making me realize how much I just want a classic Final Fantasy. Like turn-based, regular-ass Final Fantasy. I would love that.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Yo, what's good, Eric? Nah, baby, back to Final Fantasy 16. More like Final Fantasy May Cry. Final Fantasy Bayonetta.
Find something, boy. Death.
A few years ago, they put out Devil May Cry 5. It was well received.
Found her.
A couple years back, I think. I didn't play it. Looked good. The graphics look real nice. It looked very flashy.
This was my mother's doing.
Your mom's is a murderer, B. Is that all the way back in 2019?
Why?
Devil May Cry 5?
Why
Damn.
would anyone?
I don't know.
I would have thought it was more recent than
I
that.
never truly
Shit.
understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
These days, a game is a year old and it's like 3 cents on Steam, and the dev is making a remaster. Bro, I ain't even gonna complain, because I'll tell you what, that first part of your statement, I'm about that. I'm about getting games way cheaper than their asking price. Matter of fact, this game I got for $20 on Amazon not too long after it came out. You just, in this day and age, you just gotta have a little bit of patience. Like, if you could wait 2 months to play a game, you'll get it for at least like $20, $25 off. Bro, I don't even understand how there's a Last of Us 2 remaster. Like, that's still a new modern looking video game. I don't understand what that is. I'm like, oh, you mean you did an HD update? Like you did a like resolution update because PS5 is out? Like that should just be a free patch. Like the fuck? Telling me you're remaking a game from scratch that ain't even old yet? Like that's just wasted resources. Like just give that money to somebody with an idea. Make a new game. I will pre-order in the instance when I know it's something I want for my shelf. Like if it's a series I'm invested in, if it's something I've been collecting, if it's like I want that physical copy on my shelf next to everything else, and you're gonna get something as a bonus for the pre-order, I'm gonna buy it anyway, then I'll pre-order it. Like I only pre-order on something if I know I would pay a day one price for it. And I know like that I would not be disappointed by paying a day one price. You know? Like, it's gotta be a sure thing. Otherwise, I'm good. Like I said, most things I don't even buy new. I just wait for it to go on sale. But there's some things, you know, if it's your jam, or if there's a reason, like if a bunch of us are gonna be playing together and everybody's getting in on the day of release, then you might bite the bullet, be like, all right, fine, I'm gonna pick this up so I can play with the homies, you know? Shit like that. What bugged me out even more, like Last of Us 2 is still like a modern game. I don't understand what the hell that was. And then Last of Us 1 already had a remaster. So, I'm like, Last of Us 1 already got that like weird it was too soon treatment, and then you did it again. I'm like, bro, those games are sick, but they're not that sick. Like, they're holding up just fine. Like, they don't even need any of this.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
No, Miles Morales actually was a separate game that came out. It was like a smaller, less expensive title. But the Spider-Man remaster was kind of the same thing. I don't know. It's just like I don't get it. I don't get it. To me, remakes and remasters, like remastering a game. Okay, here's how I feel about it. You should remaster a game when the game is when it's aged out hardware wise, and it's not something that's easy to play in a modern situation, right? But the game itself holds up just fine. That's when you do a remaster. The game doesn't really need fixing. There's nothing like egregiously outdated about it. The game is fine. It's just old and hard to run, right? So that's when you do a remaster. To me, remakes should be saved for games that are like trying to go back to play the original is like you got to go back to a different time in history to understand, you know? When it's like New Vegas and Final Fantasy, is that Final Fantasy 3 or no? Oh, Fallout 3 aging like I mean they're playable, but they're getting old and they don't have sprint. Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, but here's the thing. I get that. Like this game right here, right? Your man runs. There's no sprint, right? There's no way for me to toggle a sprint. It's driving me crazy. Eventually, he starts running faster, and that's your sprint. But I'll be real, not having sprint is driving me crazy.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Like, this is a video game hack. If you want to make your video game feel good, give me a button that makes me move slightly faster. And I'll tell you why. See how you just kicked in the sprint? It doesn't feel good. Why? Because I have to run for a while at regular speed, and then he kicks into it. Here's why you put a sprint button. It's low stakes, free agency. Agency feels good in a video game. Having tactile control over what you do, that's why we like jump buttons. You press the jump button, they jump. You see tactile feedback on screen for when you press that button. Feels good. Feels like you have total control over what's going on. I have decided he will jump. He will now jump. We like this. Feels good. Never stops feeling good. There's a whole genre based around this and only this. You know what I'm saying? Feels good. You press that button, he jumps. Feels good. Sprint is free. It costs nothing. Just add in the ability to press and hold a button and you sprint. And now the whole time you're running around the map, you feel a sense of agency and control over what you're doing. You need it. It's important. Like right now, I'm just running when I could be sprinting. When I could have tactile control over what I'm doing. Trick me into thinking I have more control over the situation than I do. Trick me. I want to be tricked.
From down the road.
Hutch, no. You didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Begone!
Be a shame if I jump around.
But this is their home.
Be a shame if I use my ups to literally jump over this little dookie right here. You know what though? This game lets you pet the dog.
I'm hungry.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Tale as old as time. How you think we got here? Took from someone else. We didn't give them shit. Now we got they shit.
This one. Over here.
Devil crab, call it devil crab, call it in my head. Yeah, I did it and I don't feel bad about it. Feel good. Devil crab, devil crab.
Get him! Over here! Get him!
Oh, I will say though, props to this game for one of the best chest opening animations I have ever seen. Brah! Kick that shit. I kicked that shit in the creek.
All yours, Torgal.
Bye bye.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
This one. Attack! Go, Torgal! Farewell. This one.
You like pressing a lot of buttons. This game is fun. Turns out, like, I actually do like pressing a lot of buttons. So I like pressing a lot of buttons. I also like games where you only have to press one button. I'm a paradox. Clearly. There's something to it though. There's something to it because I'm back in the flow state of this combat. It's like I was playing it yesterday. I think you gotta give it some modern amenities.
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Like, I don't think it could be the exact same game. I mean, maybe, but no, because you see, because Starfield nobody cared. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Bethesda needs to update more than just the visuals. Like,
that's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
it just needs a little quality of life love. Like, you know, a classic's a classic, right? They'll be fine, but this game is cool, man. I would say that this game is worth playing if you can get into, like, if you like less menus, more button pressing, and you can get into like a melodramatic plot. This game's fun. I like it. If you're not a stickler for like map design and shit, like if you don't need like a big expansive lived in kind of world, if you're okay with it being more like set piece after set piece, so there's lots to like here. It's just it's weird to go into a town and like not be able to go into any houses and shit.
Have mercy.
That's what I'm saying. This game is less menu, more action. The menu stuff is less in this game. It's almost there. It's almost like it's there because it has to be there because it's supposed to be Final Fantasy.
Assassin, or will die on on your doorstep.
But it's all very simplistic.
More than enough for everything.
Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
The modern game that I'm becoming a pusher for, as far as like, if you want something that feels like nowadays and like a big full meal,
chance of
Cyberpunk
slipping through
2077.
unnoticed.
That game is phenomenal.
We'll need to find another way in.
That is an A+ modern video game.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Let's go.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
There's a bear in the chat.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, Eric. Way to catch it. That's an old bit. Hit him with the YYZ. Here's what pissed me off about this. When we got here, I went to this gate. I was like, this is clearly the way in. It made me go around the block and shit just to come back. Find a secret entrance. Bro, it was a gate. Like, anyone could have used this.
This is nothing like I remember it.
Bro, I didn't know
How
this was
quickly a
Resident Evil
crown can
Village.
lose its luster.
See what I'm saying? Like, this reminds me of, oh, I'm like, why can't I hear the game? Homegirl sat, Mazzy, I love you, but don't lower my game volume. This reminds me of like when I was playing Neo, right? I played the first Neo, and the intro of Neo is like a Dark Souls level. It's got layers, and it's vertical, and you're going through things, and you're grabbing weapons, and you're killing enemies, and you're like, oh, this is fucking dope. And then right after you beat that level, it reveals its like Neo-ness, and you're like, oh, that's the only time it's gonna feel like that, huh? Well, damn. I kind of really liked that, and I wish the game was that. I've softened on it a little bit because the Team Ninja Final Fantasy game that they made, the Final Fantasy Lost Paradise, that like Souls-like kind of strange bro remake of the first Final Fantasy, I fucking love that game. Like, I've been holding off on streaming it because it's a fucking gem, and I'm gonna do it when I want it, when I'm ready to commit time to it. What a fun game. Loved it. And so that game has kind of like softened me to where I'm like, maybe I can't get into the Neo games. But I bounced off of both Neo games pretty hard. It didn't have enough connective tissue, and it had too much loot. Not enough connective tissue and too much loot. There is such a thing as too much loot.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Maz, you're just gonna sleep on the faders.
Or not.
Niche, don't encourage her. She's sleeping on the faders as it is.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The lady of the house demanded it. Who am I to say no to the lady of the house? Here we go. Mazzy Cam. Open it up. Grab the camera. Extend the camera. There she is, boys. I don't have any more give. I can't bring it closer than this. There she is. There's your full screen, Maz. Mizuchika Okada. The Dragon of Dojima. Holding it down. Sleeping on the faders. Literally asleep on the faders. That's real life. Mazzy just sleeps upon the faders. Doesn't care. Has no care for what's going on. That's my little angel. There you go, my love. I sent you a fresh photo of our darling baby sleeping. Back to this cutscene.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't
Ooh, I'm looking forward to the Funhouse Friday round 2. I'm excited. Friday's gonna be good. I don't even know what I'm playing. Might play some Slay the Spire. Fuck around.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
Pass the Duchy on the left-hand side. Everyone knows this.
We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Seek lest.
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue.
So I'm saying, story's good. Characters are good.
We must put a stop to this madness.
A lot of compelling shit going on in this game.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
Let's go, Wade. Perfect fodder.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
Your outfit is not
With
ornate
pleasure,
enough for
my
you
lord.
to survive.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Kick it. You know what? Let's catch a quick savey. We haven't saved in a while. Figure just in case. Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Let me make love to you for the last time, baby. Oh, shit.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
They put that in there so you know, hey, they didn't actually kill anybody.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could
Even though it
have just
says
as easily
slay the
sent us to
enemies,
mud.
you know.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Ooh, fresh arm guards though.
Of course, my lord.
I just don't want to spend all my money. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. I dream of red. Sorry. It's not my fault.
Will that be all? As you wish, my lord. I will be here should you need aught else.
Can you stop lowering my Game volume, please. I'm trying to get my vibrational frequency on, manzy. Damn, manzy. Manzy. Speak with Wade. Yeah, in a minute. Let me look around.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
You better. Brother Wade's life depends upon it.
I'm just looking for like a chest real quick. Make sure I didn't leave behind no goodies. You know what I'm saying? Couple 2-3 chests. You know what I'm saying? Kick it. Boom, 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 boom.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Just wondering if it's still inaccessible down this way, or if there's a chest or two I can kick over before we go. Yeah, there's like a little town. Oh no, still no ways. Okay.
Open the damn gates!
Not a step closer!
You'd leave us to the wolves!
Yeah, maybe they'd shut you up.
Wow, it's like that, Jimmy Bones. I mean, just seeing if there's any sort of like hidden chesty doodads over here. Sometimes they be hiding chests, you know. Get a little bonus dookie, you know. Fucking +5 to dookie resistance. You know, we want that. Oh, also, I keep forgetting, I have a chocobo now. Bring me my noble steed!
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Come in. Hold on. Alright, come in. Hold on. I already know. Let's get to this. Let's get to the marker. Yeah, now that the words popped up. Noble steed! To my side. It's like they knew sprint was important because they gave you sprint on the bird. So clearly, you don't have sprint, you have bird.
Look at me sideways. That was the Black Shield.
Come along now. Before you know the bridge.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What's up, bitches?
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Yo, the Vicereine. Watch
you
out.
presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
This man said ought.
Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Oh, is that
On
so?
these our swords we swear.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered. Get him!
Kill!
This one.
Stay down! Get up! Go,
Clean.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land
I feel you. I feel you.
is in dire need.
You know, me and Misha are playing Fallout 4 right now. First time for either one of us. And I gotta say, I'm having a good time with that game. Because Misha has zero Fallout experience. When we watched the show, she enjoyed it. So I was like, you know what? I know she loves Skyrim. I was like, let's work backwards. Let's play Fallout 4 and see if we can go from there and maybe get her into the older, you know, more back in the day kind of vibes of the other games. And I gotta say, I wasn't expecting to be enjoying Fallout 4 as much as I am. Gateway drug to oblivion. You already know, homie.
So wait.
I know you ain't no rookie young buck on this channel. I don't even have to say
There's no one left to keep them occupied.
Yeah, you know.
We need to
I know you know.
You ain't finished
I'm
yet.
picking up what you're putting down because you're picking up what I'm putting down, and that's all we need to say about that. Sit down, B. Sit down. Bro.
I don't see any more.
This game reminds me of that old Mitch Hedberg bit.
The plan worked.
Rice is good when you want to eat 10,000 of something.
It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
Bro, we
She'll
beat
move
3 guys
swiftly
at a
to see
gate.
her
Like,
minions'
stop.
ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die.
Past
And her
the
loyal
Duchy on the
subjects may
left-hand
dream of a day
side.
when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Porter's Alder before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Hogan figured out there was a racket he hasn't milked yet. He said, oh, I could get up in here. I could tell all my stories again, attribute them to Guad, and make all that money over here.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Good
Be sure that
Lord.
you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him.
Can I get a Mega Powers handshake gif for the build? Somebody send it over, please. Free of charge.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Stop. I'm susceptible to uncle stuff.
You always were fond of that.
Got a lot of love for one of my uncles in particular.
Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I miss my uncle, boys.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
I just felt that in my heart.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
Ba-boom.
And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
I love Final Fantasy 15. I don't care. I don't care. I'll die on the hill forever. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that loves that game.
This will be fun.
Like, one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Unabashedly so.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
There's
Something
like
on your mind.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do
Monsters.
what they've been trying to do in the last bunch of Final Fantasies and
When I
how the
served
classic
the
ones
Iron
feel.
Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Well done.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Let's go.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, Let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Bone. Go into the cabin and bone. Why do they always wait? Just bone now. This is the time to bone. Invigorate the entire goings on. I'll never understand.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, anything but main plot, and then that's gonna be the stream.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There
hear
are
about these
billets being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Yo, chill, stop moving. Yeah, no, I'm never changing this ring. The dog is its own being.
I could have sworn we had a few more.
Oh wait, go back, check the board.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster.
Karen. Do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Jedi in the building. I just noticed. Where the hell's the kid? She's sleeping in her bed. You love to see it. What's good, Baba? We out here. Actually, yes, I do want to save the game. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, we got work to put in now. Now that you're among the ranks of the ain't got nothing to do, let's go, baba. Oh, shit. All right. Wait. Use the hunt board. Wait, read this one more time. Wait, actually pay attention. Or look at the photo that I took. Is Sembernik like an area on the map? I don't remember the map like that. It's been a while since I played. Ah, here we go. Right, because we're looking for... How do I switch photos? West. We're looking for the West Gate. Okay. Well. This is where we want to be, obviously. We just go west from here. Well, hold up. Bring up the map. Let me see this whole map in view. And then let me hit this real quick and look at this one more time. Westgate. So Westgate tells me that we gotta go left. Because that's north. So west would be left. Alright. So whatever we do, let's stick to the left and see what we find.
This one. Over here. This one.
There's no coin to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmex here in Sanbreque before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach.
Didn't say it was in clear view though, right? Hold on. Back to the thing. Let's read the actual description this time. Okay. From Lost Wing. Okay. I see. I was at the destination. I fucked up. Start from Lost Wing. You know what? Now I'm thinking it's probably like right over here or right over here. All right. You know what? Revise.
Good girl.
Faster!
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go this way. Okay. I got an idea in my head. Kind of like this. You literally have to go on a hunt. You have to find it. It doesn't just tell you where to go.
Safe.
Ooh, different beast. Let's go.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Got it.
Rest well. I know I will.
Sweet. Okay. Fucking A.
Let's go. All right.
I didn't realize I was going to be able to fight on the bird. This is awesome. Come on.
can walk from here.
Lost it. In between. From the documentation, it seems like it's going to be in between. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's just out in the open field. Alright.
Let's go.
One last lap. If I don't find
Run
it,
like the wind.
I'll leave it here. Yeah, that's not it. Birdo. Everything is fine. Alright. So maybe I'm being too hyper specific. Maybe it's somewhere in this zone. Like it said west, right? That's west of here. Like one wide dookie. One like long and circling lap. Alright, let me reread it one more time. Maybe I read it wrong. And then if we don't catch it, we out. Alright, let's see. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing.
Careful.
No holding back.
So we gotta figure out a little bit more what this beast hunting entails, because I thought I might have understood, but we seem to have missed the mark. That's okay. Like, we're not heading west right now, so this seems a little strange. This is not. Yeah. Alright. Let's get to relative safety and save it up. That'll be today. I am absolutely curious. What's this way? Goes to the world map. Interesting. All right. Yeah. No, we'll leave it right here. It's fine. Remind me of what I was trying to do. Save it up. And then we'll get that next time. I might look this first one up just to see where it is and get a feel for the way they write the text. Because I thought I had the spot, but I didn't have it. All right. I'm out. Be good. Do good. Blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. Peace.